back.
I do.
And the level of intensity on that pain right now?
Somewhere between a 7 and a 9. I guess I have to pick a number. Let's go with 9.
9. And is it middle back, lower back, on one side versus the other? Where would you describe that?
It's on the left side, more
left side.
in my mid back, yeah.
Left side.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it, what quality would you, how would you describe that pain? Throbbing, shooting, radiating, stabbing, piercing, using your own words, what would you say?
Relentless.
Relentless. Okay. All right, let's tap.
Okay.
Even though I have this relentless pain,
Even though I have this relentless
in the
pain
lower left side of my back,
in the mid left side, sorry, mid left side of my back,
I deeply and completely accept
I
myself.
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have this relentless pain,
Even though I have this relentless pain,
I deeply and
I deeply
completely
and
accept
completely
myself.
love and accept myself.
Even though I have this relentless pain
Even though I have this relentless pain
in the middle of my
in
lower
the
back,
middle of my back on the left side, I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
deeply and completely love and accept myself. Good. This relentless pain.
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 On the left side,
On the left side,
my lower back,
mid back.
mid back,
Yeah, mid back.
left side.
Left side.
Take a deep breath. Okay. Did it shift? Did it move? Is it feeling relentless? Is it still a 9? How would you describe it now?
Well, I got all these rods and pins in my back. So I have this belief that it's never going to change because I've got these friggin' rods and pins in my back.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So did it shift? No, it didn't shift. It's still exactly the same.
Okay. All right, but the feeling is strong that it's never gonna change.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though I think it's never gonna change.
Even though I think it's never going to change.
Got all these pins and rods.
I got all these pins and rods in my back.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I completely love and accept myself.
Even though I believe it's never gonna change.
Even though I believe it's never going to change.
Got all these pins and rods.
I've got these rods and pins in my back.
I deeply and profoundly love and
I
accept myself.
deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Even though I believe it's never gonna change.
Even though I believe it's never going to change.
It's hurting now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I deeply and completely love
I
it.
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Yeah, I believe it's never gonna change.
I believe it's never going to change.
I believe it's never gonna change.
It's never going to change. It's always going to be.
Never
It's
gonna
never
change.
going to change.
It's never gonna
It's
change.
never going to change.
It's never gonna change.
It's never going to change. I feel like I'm daring it.
It's never gonna
It's
change.
never going to change.
Never.
It's never going to change. It's never going to change.
Still the same.
Well, it's interesting because I'm noticing where things have shifted. Some people did some stuff, and there's usually chronic pain in my neck and complete numbness and tingling in my arm, and those are a little bit different. The thing in my back is the same,
Okay.
but these other things have changed a little bit.
Okay, so those were there and now it's releasing.
A little bit.
Okay. I want you to see if the quality of the pain is the same or has it changed, and how else you would describe that.
It might have gotten worse, actually. Which is, so before when I said it's a 7 or a 9, it was probably more like a 7 before, and it's more like a 9. Like it's just this insistent kind of throbbing ache.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Even though I have this insistent throbbing ache
Even though I have this insistent throbbing ache
in the middle of, on the left side of my back,
in the middle, on the left side of my back,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
It's getting worse.
No.
Something else is coming up.
Well, the kind of love and accept myself just sort of goes, okay, just let it go.
Okay. So you're giving it's saying, okay,
The relentless feeling, it just feels like it's like this, right? And then it's like, could you just let that go a little bit? I don't. So, yeah, like just my body just to let it go.
okay. Still relentless right now, though. Even though it's relentless.
Even though it's relentless.
And it got worse.
And it got worse.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though it's relentless.
Even though it's relentless. and I spend a lot of time trying not to feel my body.
Okay.
When I feel my body, I notice that it's worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I notice my body, it gets worse.
When I allow myself to feel my body, it feels really bad. Mostly I don't do that. Yeah. Even though I do that, I fully and completely myself.
Even though I don't allow myself.
Even though I don't allow myself
to feel
my body.
And it gets worse.
And it gets worse.
When I do.
When I do.
I deeply, completely love myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Yeah, it feels worse when I pay attention to my body.
It feels worse when I pay attention to my body.
It feels worse when I pay attention to my body. How would you say it?
Well, it feels worse but I need to be able to pay attention to my body.
Okay.
Like, that's not okay.
Okay.
Stop it!
It's not okay?
It's not okay. It's not okay. It needs to get easier when I pay attention to my body rather than worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on in your back now?
It feels a little bit better, actually.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if it was relentless before, what is it now?
Chronic.
Chronic.
Yeah. But it doesn't have that the battle kind of sense to it, but it's still there.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant, but it doesn't have that same
Right.
kind of driving force.
Yeah. So give it a number.
It's probably more like a 7 now.
Okay. So we're kind of just hitting this place of going around and around, and there are all these different avenues that we can take. But I suspect that because you said you have rods and pins, that this is related to an event that happened with the back.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah. So that is one event that happened, correct? Can we stick that in a box?
The event that happened?
Or yes.
Yes, we could.
Okay, so tell me what that box would look like.
I get all freaked out about the event when I think about what the box.
Well, you're not thinking about it. You're thinking about the box it's in.
Thinking about a box that it's in.
Yeah, and you can put multiple boxes. Or you can make the box as safe and as ironclad as you'd like. So tell me what your box is like.
Can I just use my usual container with that? Okay.
Yeah.
I love my container. It's really nice. It's a hot air balloon.
A hot air balloon.
A hot air balloon, and it has these really nice kind of white and fuchsia. The material that's for the hot air balloon, and all the stuff rises to the top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where is that hot air balloon?
I don't know. Let us be over Springbank, which is a flight, air thing in Alberta.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So even though I have this hot air balloon
Even though I have this hot air balloon
in Alberta,
I
deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Even though I have this hot air balloon
Even though I have this hot air balloon
in Alberta,
I
deeply and profoundly
love and accept myself.
Even though I have this hot air balloon,
Even though I have this hot air balloon,
fuchsia,
it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Fuchsia and white. Yeah.
in Alberta,
I
I deeply and profoundly
profoundly love and accept myself.
this hot air balloon in Alberta,
This hot air balloon in Alberta.
fuchsia,
Fuchsia.
so beautiful,
Very beautiful.
so
lovely.
so lovely. This hot air balloon in Alberta,
Such a nice container.
nice container.
Yeah, this hot air balloon in Calgary, in Alberta.
Hot air balloon in Alberta,
Hot air balloon in Alberta.
hot air balloon in Alberta.
Hot air balloon in Alberta.
Okay.
I like having that there.
So where is it now? And is it the same? Would you describe the hot air balloon exactly the same?
The hot air balloon or the pain in my back? The hot air balloon?
Yeah, we're just focusing on the hot air balloon.
Okay. It's a bit smaller actually, the hot air balloon.
The hot air balloon is smaller.
Yeah.
So if it was a life size, what size is it now?
If it was a life size?
If it was life size before, or bigger, how big is it now?
It's probably about the height of a human being. It's not the size of a human rather than, yeah.
It's still pink and fuchsia? I mean,
Yeah.
fuchsia and white?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though I still have this lovely hot air balloon.
Even though I still have this lovely hot air balloon.
The size of a human.
The size of a human.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have this hot air balloon
Even though I have this hot air balloon.
Now it's the size of a human.
Now it's the size of a human.
Still in Alberta.
Still in Alberta.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
even though I still have this hot air balloon.
Even though I still have this hot air balloon.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Fuchsia and white.
Fuchsia and white.
And the size of a human.
And the size of a human.
I deeply and completely love it.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Size of a human hot air balloon.
Size of a human hot air balloon.
Pink and fuchsia and white.
Fuchsia and white.
It's so lovely.
It's lovely.
This beautiful container.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's getting small.
Isn't it?
It's a lovely container that's getting. I don't want to do
This lovely hot air balloon.
this lovely hot air balloon.
Getting smaller.
Getting smaller.
Hot air balloon. Getting smaller.
Droopy. This.
It's getting droopy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so check in and just tell me the physical description of the hot air balloon now. Is it still the size of a human?
I don't know how big it is, but rather than it being like this, it's it's not like that anymore. It's smaller.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Still pink, a fuchsia and white, or a different color?
It's kind of more muted, but because the fuchsia and pink, they were like really bright colors, but these are. It's just a bit more muted and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still in Alberta?
No.
Where is it?
It's in British Columbia.
Okay. Even though I have this hot air balloon.
Even though I have this hot air balloon.
It's kind of droopy.
It's kind of droopy.
It's in British Columbia.
It's in British Columbia.
It's muted.
It's muted.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Even though I have this hot air balloon.
Even though I have this hot air balloon.
That's true.
My daughter's not going to like this. It's in her living room.
Oh, it's in our daughter's living room. I deeply and profoundly love
I
and accept
deeply and
myself.
profoundly love and accept myself.
Even though I have this droopy hot air balloon.
Even though I have this droopy hot air balloon.
In my daughter's living room.
In my daughter's living room.
And the colors are muted.
And the colors are muted.
I deeply and completely.
It doesn't take up very much space anymore either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Okay. This muted
This
hot air
muted
balloon.
hot air balloon.
It's gotten smaller.
It's gotten way smaller.
And it's droopy.
And it's droopy.
And it's not taking up much
It's not
space.
taking up much space.
It's in my daughter's living room.
It's in my daughter's living room.
Even though she won't like that.
Even though she won't like that.
This is droopy hot air balloon.
It's droopy hot air balloon.
Okay. What's it like now?
The hot air balloon?
Yeah.
Well, it's like about this big now. So it doesn't get to do its function. It's a hot air balloon.
Okay. Okay. Do you feel comfortable going to, like, kind of examining the content?
Of a hot air balloon? Okay.
Okay. So let's do the movie technique.
The movie technique. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So tell me, it was related to an accident?
That's right.
Okay. If we name it The Accident, will you know?
Yeah. I will.
What level are you with that? The Accident movie title.
About 5.
Okay. Where do you feel in your body?
My back.
Okay. Even though I have The Accident movie,
Even though I have the accident movie.
and I feel it in my back,
And I feel it in my back.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I like calling it a movie. I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Did you say you like calling it a
I
movie?
do. That's
Oh,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Even though I have this accident movie,
Even though I have this accident movie.
and it's still in my back,
And it's still in my back.
I deeply and completely love
I
and accept
deeply and
myself.
completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have this accident movie,
Even though I have this accident movie.
feel it in my
And I
back,
feel it in my back.
I deeply and completely love and
I
accept myself.
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
The accident movie.
The accident movie.
The accident movie. Keep tapping. I'm right here with you. So open your eyes and keep tapping. You're doing great. I'm right here with you. I'm right here. Just keep tapping. Let's take the intensity down. No words are necessary. Just keep tapping. I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. Keep tapping. Good. I'm right here with you. Right here with you. Keep tapping. Again, keep tapping. How you doing?
Wish the accident hadn't happened.
Wish the accident happened. Even though I wish the accident hadn't happened.
Even though I wish the accident hadn't happened.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I wish the accident hadn't happened.
I don't know if I think it's partly my, okay, even though.
Oh, wait a minute. That's interesting. What were you going to say?
Well, may have been my fault if the accident happened. Yeah.
Okay. So when you think
it wasn't an accident, then it was my fault that it happened.
How do you feel about that?
It pisses me off.
Okay, level of intensity.
8 or 9.
Okay. Even though I feel pissed off.
Even though I feel pissed off.
It may have been my fault.
It may have been my fault. It probably was.
In fact, I was going to say, it probably was my fault.
Probably was my fault. I really fucked this one up big time.
I really fucked this one up big time. I'm open to the possibility.
I'm open to the possibility.
That I can still love and accept myself. Someday. Maybe. How about I'm okay right now? Sitting in this room.
I'm sort of okay.
I'm sort of okay.
I'm sort of okay right now. I'm getting to okay. Sitting in this room right now.
Even though I'm pissed off.
Even though I really blew it.
I really blew it. I'm open to the possibility.
I'm open to the possibility.
That I'm working on being okay with it.
That I'm working on the possibility of being okay with it.
Even though I'm really pissed off, I blew it.
Even though I'm really pissed off that I blew it.
I'm open to the possibility.
I'm open to the possibility.
That I'm working on being okay.
And I'm working with being okay with it.
Okay. Really pissed off.
How can I be so stupid?
How can I be so stupid?
I'm being so stupid.
I fucked up.
Wait a minute. Don't be so mean to myself. It's like, what I would do is that I would, on my way to see clients, I was on my way actually.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, don't get into this. All right.
I actually want to do this just a little bit slower.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. So I want you to just tell me about that statement that you really screwed it up.
And I really screwed it up.
How are you feeling about that? Because that was really high. Pissed off and anger, how's that?
Well, it's kind of been going, there's a little, hey, wait a minute. It's not all black or white, right?
Yeah, good. So the movie title, The Accident, does that spike it up? How are you doing with that? Okay. So I want you to start telling me the accident from a neutral starting point. That means a place where we were driving along, having a great day, and then the minute there's a peak of intensity, we're going to stop and work on that.
So I want to tell you that the fact of the matter is that the way I know about this is from gathering information from lots of people. I actually don't have any memories myself, but I've spoken to the ambulance attendants and the woman that found me and the volunteer fire department people and I've spoken with all of those people that filled in details of what happened. Okay. I don't actually have any conscious memory of what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can tell you the story.
So tell me the story, and that way we can test. If there is an emotional intensity, even if someone told you and you don't have any conscious memory of it, it might still be there. Yes? You doing okay? All right. Let's just take the intensity down. Okay, just tap through the points. Just tap through the points. I'm right here with you. You're doing great. Good, I'm right here with you. You're doing great. Right here, just tapping through the points.
Okay, it's a bit better.
So, you start telling me the moment there's a peak of intensity, we're going to stop and work on that.
Okay. So, I'm driving, I have clients to see Courtney. I'm going to go swimming first. And some of the time when sometimes I'll take my seatbelt off for a moment and reach down, get my daytime around to see who I'm seeing so that I can think about that while I'm driving.
How are you doing?
Such a stupid thing.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Level of intensity on that.
12.
Okay. Where do you feel it?
But there's also some laughter about it, or
Okay.
joking around with it too. It's like,
Okay.
oh God.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Even though I'm angry,
Even though I'm angry,
I look down.
I look down. I think that's what happened.
Okay.
It's happened in the past, if it didn't happen then anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm open to the possibility.
I do.
I love and
I
accept
love
myself.
and accept myself.
Good.
Yeah.
Even though I feel this anger.
Even though I feel this anger. It's not even, it's kind of gentler than anger.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Well, it's kind of a mixture of love and anger at the same time.
Okay.
Of course, where does that come from? I don't know, but anyway.
Okay.
All right.
I'm feeling this mixture of love and anger.
Even though I'm feeling this mixture of love and anger.
And I suspect you're not a 12 anymore.
No.
Okay, what are you?
It's more like about a 5, 4 or 5.
Okay. But I still feel this mix of love and anger.
I feel a bit of acceptance about what happened to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the anger at yourself, or looking down, possibly,
Yeah. Anger.
is what?
It's more like about a 3 or a 4.
Okay. Still have this anger.
I still have this
I
anger.
deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
This anger,
This anger.
this anger,
This anger.
this anger.
And it's sadness rather than anger.
This what?
Because then it turns into sadness rather than anger.
Okay, now it's shifting to sadness.
Yeah, shifting to sadness.
This sadness,
The sadness.
this sadness. Keep going right here with you.
All right.
This sadness.
Then I get to the woman that found me that was pretty sure I was going to be dead when she came over to see.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was out for about 5 minutes.
So hit pause. When you think about that piece of it, that someone actually told you that they thought you were dead, are you feeling,
Then I'm going to shock a bit.
okay, how do you know you're in shock right
I
now?
can feel it in my head when I can move into a shocky place.
Okay,
Yeah.
even though I'm moving into a shocky place,
Even though I'm moving into a shocky place.
and I feel it in my head,
And I feel it in my head.
just hearing what that woman described,
Just hearing what that woman described.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Even though I'm moving into a shocky place,
Even though I'm moving into a shocky place.
in my head,
In my head.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept
I
myself.
deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
It's shifting.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it still in your head? Is it somewhere else?
Well, it's still in my head, but
Okay.
I've been having it in my body a little bit.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Even though I was moving into the shocky place,
Even though I was moving into this shocky place,
just hearing what that woman described,
hearing what that woman described,
I'm deeply and profoundly loving and accept myself.
you're grounding me, and it's helping me deeply, profoundly love and accept myself.
Okay. All right. Just hearing what that woman said.
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 Just hearing what that woman
Just
said.
hearing what that woman said.
I was feeling shocky.
I was feeling shocked.
Now it's moving more into my body.
Now I'm moving more into my body.
That shocky place. Hearing what that woman said.
It's kind of a sense that I'm not supposed to be in my body or something. Or that because of what happened, I don't know if I don't deserve it or I don't know, but there was some disconnect from my body that happened when the accident happened, and I need to give myself permission to re-inhabit my body.
Okay. Is that okay?
Even though I screwed up, back to having screwed up.
Okay. How big is the I screwed up?
It's not big actually. It's about,
Okay. Even though I screwed up,
even though I screwed up.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
And it goes down to about a 2 when I realized that I didn't know not to use cruise control if there's any water. I had no idea that that's the truth.
Okay.
So I didn't know that, and so I had cruise control on, and that's apparently hydroplaned, even though it wasn't really bad.
Okay.
So there's a piece of this that was not about being my fault, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why is it better? Like this horrible, shitty accident happened. What difference does it make whether it's my fault or not? It still happened, and I still have to deal with rods and pins in my back, and
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So I want you to just think about that it's your fault. You screwed up. Is that still holding any charge? You screwed up.
It's mean to think that way. Do I still think that way? Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so let me hear that thought that goes along with I screwed up. What piece? If we can extrapolate that just a bit. I screwed up how?
I didn't have my seatbelt on, and whether this accident would have been less profound. I broke my back, and they told me I broke my neck, but the chiropractor says that doesn't look like that from the. So I think that what had happened would have been less profound if I had my seatbelt on.
Okay.
So the woman that found me said you didn't have your seatbelt on, so that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you screwed up. You didn't have your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Level of intensity.
For my CBC. So, okay, tell me again what you just said.
So the level of intensity, and you think you did not have your seatbelt on.
About a 6.
Okay. Is it anger?
Well, it's more fear, actually.
And what's the fear about?
That I could die.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Even though I still feel this fear.
Even though I still feel this fear.
I could have died.
Could have died.
I did not have my seatbelt on.
I didn't have my seatbelt on.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Yes. What's coming up?
It's so big. The idea that I could have died.
Okay.
I could have died.
Okay. Even though I could have died.
Even though I could have died.
But I didn't.
But I didn't. Thank you, Fred.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept
I
myself.
deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Even though I feel this fear.
Even though I feel this fear.
I could have died.
I could have died.
But I'm not dead.
But I'm not dead.
I'm right here. Oh. Okay. And my back is telling me something.
My back is telling me something.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
And if your back was telling you something right now,
And if my back was telling me something right now,
what would that be?
something about letting me support you. On your backbone, you gotta let me support you.
Okay. And why don't you let your back support you?
Because I screwed up having this stupid accident.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so then the anger at myself comes back. Self-recrimination is incredibly nasty. There's stuff around it, yeah.
Okay. And I'm getting that there's more stuff, not just the accident.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So, but for the accident, let's just try to stick with that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you get really angry?
Well, that's interesting because the real anger is about the other stuff. It's not that much about the accident. Yeah.
Okay.
That really nasty voice is, yeah.
Okay.
Or my mother. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Go away. Go away now. Like hot air balloon in my daughter's living room or something.
All right. Even though we're not done with this yet,
Even though we're not done with this yet,
I know what it's related to.
I know what it's related
I
to.
can go back and work on it later.
I can go back and work on it later.
And I love and accept myself.
And I love and accept myself.
Even though it's not done yet,
Even though it's not done yet.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm alive.
I'm alive.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Even though this isn't done yet,
Even though this isn't done yet.
I have insights.
I have insights.
I have some understanding.
I have some insights and some understanding.
Okay. And my back is really wanting me to pay attention.
My back is really wanting to pay attention.
I love and accept myself and my back.
I love and accept myself and my back.
I'm not done with this yet.
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 There's more stuff to do.
There's more stuff to do.
But I can still love my body.
But I can still love my
I can
body.
still love my back.
I can still love my back.
Even though we're not done with this yet.
Even though I'm not done with this yet.
I have some inkling as to where it goes.
I I absolutely has to where to go next.
How you doing?
Very grateful. How am I doing? I guess I'm doing okay. Oh, my back to stop hurting. That was my beginning. That was my expectation.
I know, I'm just worried about the time.
Right.
How are we doing with the time?
We should wrap it up in the next, 2 minutes or so. So,
Okay, yeah, so I'm getting that, if we could do a part 2, because,
We can
yeah.
wrap this up, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just tell me what should I do to wrap it up?
Okay, so tell me what's going on.
What's going on with my back? My back?
Mhm.
Huh. It feels more raw. It's like it doesn't feel like metal. Feels more like blood actually. It's more raw. It still hurts though, but it's not that sort of insistent. It doesn't have that hardness to it that it had before.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the level of intensity?
For the pain in my back? Well, I don't know. I go back and forth. Like it's more like about a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would it be like, what would you need in order to be able to forgive yourself for the accident?
Just knowing that we all make mistakes. This was a really big mistake to make. It had really big consequences.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody died,
Mm-hmm.
and the intention was not bad.
Okay.
It was like, and the hydroplaning part really didn't have anything to do with me.
Uh-huh.
It didn't. And the other part is like, okay, so I get really conscious. I take my seatbelt off just for a brief, for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I look, and I do this all very consciously and carefully, reach down, pull my daytimer out, put it on the seat,
Mm-hmm.
and put my seatbelt back on. And I hydroplaned likely in between there.
Okay.
So it was the hydroplaning way more than the fact that I it was not smart that I took my seatbelt off. You shouldn't do that when you're on the highway, but I do that I would do that really carefully. And I've done it lots of times. It was more the hydroplaning than me having done that.
Okay.
So it's like, it wasn't smart, but I could give myself a break around being so angry about having done that.
Okay, and as you're telling me, are you feeling any anger?
I feel more compassion than anger.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, there's more stuff to do, but this was good.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.